All right, so today we're back working on my subscriber traded GMC Sierra that I traded my Escalade for. If you guys missed that video, link will be at the top of the screen. So this thing has kind of been great since I've been driving. I've only been driving for about a week after I finished that video. And I noticed when the engine's cold, the oil pressure is a little wonky. Normally these motors will sit at around 40, at least 40, maybe a little more when cold, and it'll kind of go up from there as you drive. When it warms up, it might settle a little below 40. But this thing sits at around 30, 35 when cold, and when you rev it, drive off with it, whatever, the pressure does not increase. It's just dead stuck at like 35. And then as the engine warms up, the pressure will increase, which is like textbook oil pump, pickup tube, O-ring failure. All right, so check it out. Truck is completely cold. It's where she's sitting. Normally these motors, they're at least 40, a little bit above. Watch when we give it a little gas. Nothing at all. She goes up a tiny bit, then she comes back down. And then once it warms up, it'll make its way up to 40, and then it'll act normal. Now I use the Felpros, part number 72401. Apparently there are like different versions or flavors of this. There's like a red one, I think there's an orange one, and some of them may be fatter than others. This is the one I always use, the cheapest, easiest to obtain. You get the same day or overnight from Amazon, at least in my area, and it costs literally like $2.50. So we're gonna get the pump down. Well, I keep saying pump, we're gonna get the pan down. I think I can do it. I've heard rumors that you could do this with just lowering one side of the diff, so just taking the bolts out of the passenger side, just making enough room to slip the pan through, and we'll pop that in, we'll see if it fixes the issue. Look at this crap. All right, I got the pan down, and you'll be pleased to know that this truck has at least had one oil change in its lifetime when I changed it last week when I got it. Sludge just everywhere. And there's a decent amount in the bottom of the pan. Surprisingly, the magnet has been clean. When I changed the oil when I first got it last week, there was just a tiny little bit of like, you know, sludge goop on it, nothing crazy. And now too. So like, I don't see any flakes or anything, which is good. There's just a lot of crap, and surprisingly, the pickup tube, it's also clean. Like there's nothing at all in there, so you know that's a good sign. And yeah, everything under here is just like, look at this crap. I'm probably going to be doing oil changes every couple of thousand miles until this kind of cleans itself up. But that tube right there is what we're here for. So we got a couple of, I think the 13s or ½ inches holding the tube to the window tray. We zip those out, and then the actual O-ring, for anybody who hasn't done this before, it's right at the end of that tube, so where it connects to the oil pump. If you look in here, we got a 10mm bolt right there. I get the light to cooperate with me. Right there. We're gonna zip that out. The pickup tube will come down, swap out the O-ring, throttle back together, shovel as much of this shit out as possible, and hope it fixes our problem. All right, let's see what we got. Huh. I don't know. So that's what we were after. It looks a little flat. Just trying to, before I pull it off and definitely destroy it, see if there's anything. No. No cracks. Wow, it is extremely hard though. Yeah, that shit's pretty flat. Usually they'll split. This one doesn't feel too bad. You can actually, oh, there it goes, but without a doubt, man, that is freaking dried out. Yeah, without a doubt, the lack of oil changes in this thing. It's probably what did this in. Because my Tahoe has friggin', at the time I changed it, when the hell did I do it? It had to be around like 220, something like that. I didn't even have a problem. I just did it because I was pulling the oil pan down to do the gasket. So if you keep up on your oil changes, it'll definitely help with that O-ring. But yeah, that's... We're just gonna try to clean as much of this up as possible. Also, I have an oil pan gasket, kind of goes without saying, throwing that in while we're at it. And yeah, let's get this sludgy mess back together and hope she continues to run and have oil pressure. So I cleaned this up as best as I could. The important thing was getting all the gunk out from around the O-ring. Just want to make sure that, you know, nothing's going to get in between the hole down and potentially tighten this down cocked, or especially like under the O-ring. And you can see how much more that like protrudes out compared to the one we pulled off. That was completely just flat and dried out. I also did a little work on the pan. I kind of just scooped all the thick stuff out of it. I don't have enough brake cleaner and it's too cold to like mess with a hose. So I'm just gonna clean up the surface, throw the baffle back in, throw some seafoam in this before the next few oil changes to hopefully kind of clean it out a little more. But let's just get that pickup tube back in place. Important part when doing this is it's very easy to pinch it. So you got to be careful. Once again, just make sure the pump is clean, just like we cleaned up the tube. And then you want to put some kind of lube on there and kind of gently seed it in there, right? Kind of get in there with a rag, clean all that gunk out, which I'm going to do. Just gently kind of seed it because you don't want to pinch it because otherwise you're going to end up with the same problem you're trying to fix. Well, there we are, all back in place, sitting nice and flat. A little bit cleaner, at least the tube's kind of clean now, right? All right, she's back together. Just got to finish dumping the oil in her. But look at the oil I picked up. This was just on sale at the parts store. Restore and protect. It's full synthetic. Up to 100% deposit removal with active clean technology. You think it's gonna be able to clean all the shit out of this motor? And I also got, 530, exactly what was in there. And like I said, I did change this oil when I got it. It probably only has like 100 miles on it. So, between the oil being new and viscosity isn't gonna change our results. We'll know right away if this pickup tube O-ring solved our problem. Gotta pull the classic look underneath to make sure it all didn't dump out. Looking good. All right. Let's hop in the cab and see what we got. Fun. Yeah, this is my first time doing a, oh, damn it. You notice I'm doing my best to not destroy the seat in this thing like I did with Tahiti. Although the dark gray is definitely a little more forgiving. All right. Pickup tube O-ring. Did it fix our issue? Remember, we had around somewhere halfway between that first line and 40 before, and when we rev it cold, pressure wouldn't rise. It goes none. Oh, baby, look at that. She got her oil pressure back. But does it increase with revving? Remember, oil's cold. Oh, she is golden. There you go. Perfect example of pickup tube O-ring failure. Right there. Now I'm going to continue to monitor this because it's not that... Oh, wow, I guess my heater works pretty good. The truck says it's 88 degrees outside. That's good to know. Yeah, so I'm going to drive this for a couple of more days. I want to make sure that it's good. I mean, we're sitting at 40. Once it's warmed up, we'll probably be right where we're supposed to be, which is incredible. And I'll check back in with you guys in a few. All right, so it's the next day. Everything was great yesterday after I finished it. Just for laughs, let's see if she still has good oil pressure this morning. Beautiful, look at that, right up. All right, I'm calling that fixed. All right, and there we go. Oil pressure issue resolved. All the LS motors that I had, I've never ran into this issue before. Like I said, I did this on my Tahoe at probably about 200, over 220K it had on it. That's when I pulled the oil pan and kind of changed it while I was in there. Never had oil pressure issues though. And the inside of that motor is like exceptionally clean for the mileage. So it just goes to show, you keep up with your oil changes, it goes a long way, because the inside of this motor is like disgusting, and just, I guess, not changing the oil, it just kind of broke down that seal, hardened it, and that's what caused the issue. Because you can even see behind the O-ring, once I pulled it out, there was like varnish or like staining in the actual seating area of where the O-ring's supposed to seal. So that just shows you it was going right around that. And she's still holding 40 pounds. We're warming up nicely here, and I guess the build can continue.